So, my response to this lonely person in the dorm is you are absolutely not alone. I am a freshman here at Ball State. This is exactly what I went through. In high school, I was very social. I loved all of my friends. I had two very close friends, and my sister I was very close to as well. So, but I had a bunch of just acquaintances in general, people I loved to talk to at school, sometimes hang outside of school with, and that all changed once I moved in. I realized how much I missed home, so that kind of put a barrier between transitioning into college. The first weekend I had to go home for a wedding, and the rest of the first month of college I went home every weekend because of appointments and that I had already had scheduled, and then I wanted to finish the series that we were doing at church, so I very much stuck to home. I realized I was very much a homebody, did not think I was, and the rate at which I was very social started to decline, and that is not a healthy way to go. The more I stayed in my dorm, the more sad I got, the more lonely I got, and it led to just one domino after the other fell. And it led to a lot of things that I've never questioned before, a lot of things that I had never experienced before, which eventually led to me being put on an antidepressant anxiety medicine for the very first time this year. So, what I would have to say to someone who feels like they're not being as social: first, you must get out and join organizations. I know that is what everyone tells you. I know that it's annoying when it's being repeated to you, but it is absolutely true. If you do not get out and you do not force yourself to be social, put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, I know it's awful, but if you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, you're going to make friends. You will, or you are going to learn from it as well, whether or not you like it, whether or not this club is the right outlet for you to go and make friends. It sounds bad, but if you force yourself to be social, it will get better. The more you stay in your dorm, the more sad you're going to get, and the more sad you get inside your dorm, the more you're going to link that sadness to the dorm. And every time you walk in, it's just like this curtain. You walk in and it just overcomes you. You're sad. And it kind of becomes a thing where you can't help but be sad for no reason when you're in your dorm. And all you want to do is sit and watch TV. Sometimes you don't want to study, and you need to. Or you just want to watch Netflix. But laziness leads to sadness and depression because you're not getting energy, you're not moving around, and you're not hanging out with friends. And it is okay to have friends from high school and college. A lot of people have told me make new friends, but it can be hard, especially if you're attached to home. So who cares if you're still hanging out with your friends from high school? At least go out and do things with them. That will get you moving, and you will meet new people through them, because who knows, they might have new friends, and you're going to meet new people through them. And they're going to get you out and force you to be social, and that's what you need to do. This is a very hard thing to do, I know, trust me. Forcing yourself to go out seems like the worst idea in the world. If you have a therapist tell you, you're probably more likely to do it. You're probably more likely to take that advice. But take it from someone who's personally been through this and still struggles with it. Getting out and hanging out with your friends that you already have is such a great way to start. It's a good way to start. Make sure that you're keeping an open mind out with their friends too. It might be hard to move on from, just being friends with them. But be open-minded about people they hang out with, too. Because who knows, you might like them. That's exactly what's happened with me and my roommate. Her friends come over, and I love them. I love hanging out with her friends. I would absolutely want to hang out with them, just on my own. And I haven't gotten to that yet. But I absolutely would. I love them. They're awesome. In the Lifeboat book, It talks about not the quantity of friendships, but the quality of friendships. And that is absolutely true. You need to surround yourself with people that are going to be loyal, that are going to be supportive, especially during this time. Like, that is what you need. You need people that are going to, family and friends that are going to support you through this. Because you're not alone and you will get through it. So, the quality of a friendship is the most important thing throughout your whole life that you can follow. It's just, and the Lifeboat book also talks about how friends are important to your health. Like I said, if you're just going to sit in your room all day, get sad, get lonely, depressed, that's a mental health issue. And I've been put on medicine for it. So you don't want to do that to yourself. And the more lazy you get, the more unhealthy you're going to get too. You might start binge eating, you might not eat as much. Either one happens. Both have happened to me. There's a whole array of things that are going to happen if you don't get out there and if you don't make an effort to fix the problem. But take it slow. Don't just go out to parties every weekend, force yourself to be in a really uncomfortable situation like that. Make sure you start out slow. High school friends are a great place to start with that, especially since you're already familiar with them. And you can absolutely work your way from there.